is up, guys? Millennium Legends here, and today I have for you guys a Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duel Starter Deck Destiny Masters, and then I also have, and it's actually already opened, but we have the Starter Decks Duelists of Tomorrow. So this set had Mai, Joey, and Kaiba, obviously, as you can see, and this set included Yugi, Pegasus, and Ishizu. So let's go ahead and open up at least our box, because I have not opened up this one yet. The other ones, obviously, you guys can see, I have opened them up. So in here we have Ishizu, Pegasus, and Yugi, of course, along with Mai, Joey, and Kaiba. I actually like that picture a lot. I might use that as the thumbnail. So this is our playmat, and we have the Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, along with our giant speed duel sign. And on the back, we have all of our different decks here. This explains all of the rules. So we're going to go ahead and use this as our background for today. And we also have all of our starter decks for this set. And they come with 2 packs of promo cards, 1 for each box, right? And I already opened up the ones, and they're actually in their decks. So we're opening up this promo pack for the first time. So we have Shard of Greed, the Golden Apples, and then we have Mimicat. So our 3 promo cards, pretty neat. We're going to go ahead and set those there. So let's just go ahead and start from the top, and then we'll work our way down. So we have Speed Duel Starter Deck, and this is Joey's. So first off, I really love the artwork and all of them. It's actually really, really cool. And this is the first time that any type of packaging like this for a starter deck or a deck of any sorts really has ever been done. It's really, really cool. And on the back you have the entire card list of the deck, which I think is really, really cool. So, and I kept these just about as intact as I could. So when you open them up, for Joey we get his Grit skill card, and at the start of the turn, call 2 numbers and roll a 6-sided dice. If you roll a number you called, your life points do not get lower than 1 until the end of your opponent's next turn. This skill can only be used once per duel. And then he also has Last Gamble, and then his Polymerization. And then one of the promo cards was Fusion Gate, and it fit his deck the best in my opinion. And then from there we have Red Eyes Black Dragon, Meteor Dragon, Flame Manipulator, Masaki the Legendary Knight, Alligator Sword, Baby Dragon, Time Wizard, Little Wingard, Copycat, and then Gearfree the Iron Knight. And outside that we have 2 polymerizations, Stray Lambs to help get some tokens out, Legendary Sword, Sogen, Dice Foon, and then Graceful Dice, along with Skull Dice, just some staple Joey cards along with Kunai with Chain. And then we have Red Eye Spirit for that extra Red Eye support. And for our fusions, we have Flame Swordsman, Thousand Dragon, and then Alligator Sword Dragon, which, as you can see, that's why I think Fusion Gate fit the best in Joey's deck. So it's pretty cool. And then moving on, we have Mai Valentine, which I don't believe she ever had a starter or structure deck release, so this is actually pretty cool. And her skill card is Tribal Synergy. And then we have Flight with the Harpies, or Flight of the Harpies, I'm sorry, Aroma Strategy. And Amazonas Village was the other promo ultra rare in this set. And we also have Harpy Lady 1, 2, and 3. Harpy Lady Sisters, so kind of like the big boss monster. And Amazonas Chain Master, Amazonas Swordswoman, and Amazonas Sage. All 3 of them really, really, really good. Birdface, 2 of him, and then we have Sonic Shooter. So your Harpies and Amazonas are like the structure of this deck, right? That's what's going to help you out. And 2 Elegant Egotist, Triangle Ecstasy Spark, Cyber Shield for your Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady Sisters, Harpy's Hunting Ground, Amazonas Heirloom, and then we have Amazonas Archers, Windstorm of Etaqua, Shadow of Eyes, and Wild Tornado. Overall, I think Mai's is really, really strong. The combos you can pull with the Amazoness monsters makes this deck really, really strong in comparison. I think it's the best one out of the three in terms of the Duelists of Tomorrow. Is that what it was called, right? Yeah, Duelists of Tomorrow. So for Kaiba's, his skill card, one of them is Beatdown, Dragon Caller, and then Peak Performance. I find it kind of cool, actually. The field spells are turned into skill cards. It's neat. And the ultra rare that I thought fit his deck the best was Champion's Vigilance. Then you also get Blue Eyes White Dragon, Battle Ox, 2 of him, Ryu Kishin Powered, 2 of him, Luster Dragon number 2, Lord of D, really going to help you get your Blue Eyes out, and also, to be honest, summon dragon monsters in general, but Twin-Headed Behemoth, Tyrant Dragon, Spirit Ryu, and Kaiba Man. I can't remember if this was put in like the original Kaiba structure deck, or it may have been a starter deck back in like 2002, but I always just put this in my Kaiba deck, man. It fit. I don't know if he ever actually used that in the series though, but Flute of Summoning Dragon, Stamping Destruction, cost down, Burst Stream, Mountain, which is funny because we have the skill card version of it, which all Dragon, Wing Beast, and Thunder monsters on the field gain 200 attack and defense, and it's the same exact thing here, so that's interesting. Interdimensional Matter Transporter, Dragon's Rebirth, and then Trap Jammer. So then moving on, these 3 are going to be brand new to me. I have yet to open these. I mean, obviously I can see on the back what they're going to, what's going to be in them. Try to be as gentle with that as possible, guys. Oh man. So with Ishizu, we have Prescience. If your opponent's life points is more than twice your life points, activate the skill. You may look at the top card of both you and your opponent's deck at any time. So it goes off the anime, right? Ishizu having that power in that duel with Kaiba. And with Gravekeeper's Lot, if you lose 1,800 or more life points, you can activate the skill during your next draw phase, right? During your draw phase, you may search your deck for a Gravekeeper card, reveal it to your opponent, and add it to your hand instead of drawing. If you do that, flip this card over. Oops, didn't know it went out of focus there. And then we have a Millennium Necklace. And at the start of your opponent's turn, before they draw, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck, rearrange them in any order, and the skill can only be used once per duel. Really cool. I do love how the skills sometimes line up with what the characters would do, right? Like one of Mai's Aroma Strategy, it played off the fact that she perfumed all her cards and was able to smell them. So these go off the fact that Ishizu was able to basically know what was going to happen before it happened. Gravekeeper's Curse, Gravekeeper's Spear Soldier, we have 2 of him, Gravekeeper's Vassal, Gravekeeper's Chief, and then we also have Cannon Holder, Assailant, 2 of him, Priestess, 2 of her, we have Recruiter, Shaman, and then we have Gravekeeper's Oracle, and a Cat of Ill Omen. And we also have Gravekeeper's Stele, so you can target 2 Gravekeeper cards in your graveyard, add them to your hand. Hidden Temples of Necro Valley, Sebek's Blessing, and then we also have Blast Held by a Tribute, Rite of Spirit, and then the Eye of Truth. Pretty solid for the first time Ishizu has ever gotten a starter or structure deck, you know what I mean, in that shape or form. And then moving on, we have Pegasus. Starting off, we have It's a Toon World. And this card is treated as Toon World. I love it. Mind Scan. So at the start of the 3rd turn, if your life points is 3,000 or higher, activate this skill. Counting both players' turns. Okay. You may look at your opponent's set, spell, and trap cards at any time. If your life points drops below 3,000, flip this card over. And then we have Millennium Eye. At the start of the duel, look at your opponent's opening hand. You may choose to have that player shuffle their hand into their deck and then draw a new hand. If both players use a skill at the same time, the turn player resolves their skill first. Oh, okay. So like if something required, obviously it's at the start of the duel, so if there's another skill that activated at the start of the duel. Rogue Doll, Toon Alligator, 2 of him. Parrot Dragon, love to see him, same with the Dark Rabbit. And then Toon Masked Sorcerer, 2 of them. Toon Mermaid, 2 Summon Skull, and then Relinquish. So, not anything super overpowered in this Pegasus deck so far, really, in comparison to there's another one released, and that one had a lot more Toon support, obviously because there are a couple sets already released at the time. But Black Illusion Ritual, Toon Table of Contents, Toon Rollback, Toon World, Yami, Sword of Deep Seated, Toon Defense, Jar of Greed, Wild Tornado. Really solid though for a Pegasus starter deck, especially in comparison to the other starter deck that came out just, maybe it was a year later, but you can see, I mean, they loaded this one up with a lot more Toon cards. And that's just the one thing about the first batch of starter decks, these 6 that we're looking over today, is they're on the, I want to say almost the bare minimum in terms of the cards you're allowed in your deck for speed duels. So they kept it really basic. Kind of just putting some of the greatest hits, right? Like it's good to see Relinquish in there. You gotta have a couple tunes. Kind of just like the character's main boss monster, and then a few of the other hidden gems. So we have Power of Dark, and this is basically Yami on the field. And after that we have Destiny Draw. I can already just assume what this is, but if you lose 2,000 or more life points, you can activate this skill during your next draw phase. During your draw phase, you may search your deck for any card, reveal it to your opponent, and add it to your hand instead of drawing. That's incredible. Final Draw. Activate this skill during your main phase once per turn during your turn. You may place a counter on this skill if it has 3 or more counters. When you would draw a card, you may search your deck for any card and add it to your hand instead. And at the end of the turn, you use the skill, you lose the duel. Wait, what? What? At the end of the turn, you use the skill, you lose the duel. So you gotta win with this thing, or else it's game over. That's crazy. I didn't even know that was the effect. That's wicked, man. What the heck? Dark Magician, Feral Imp, Rogue Doll, 2 of Rogue Dolls, Dark Magician Girl, so like that's the, staple Yugi card. Legion of the Fiend Jester, 2 of him. The Stern Mystic, Double Costin, Blue Dragon Summoner, 1,000 Knives, Sage Stone, Dark Magic Attack. So you got cards that are really going to help complement your Dark Magician and really getting out that monster. Tribute Doll, right? Late Force Sword, so a couple other cards that Yugi use, 7 Tools of the Bandit, Magic, Jammer. Some nice, just, basic trap support. That was Destiny Masters and Duelists of Tomorrow. Really cool. I've had the Yugi, Pegasus, and Ishizu one for a while, so I was actually really happy that I can open that one up today. Glad I was able to keep the packaging, because the alternative was just to grab a whole nother 2-pack of those. And they went up in price, I think, from when they were released like a year and a half or so ago. But hope you guys enjoyed this. This is all in preparation for the Speed Duel Battle City pack that's coming out in December. So I'm really excited for that, and going on this little journey, opening up all of the Speed Duel starter decks and booster boxes up until that set's released. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys can do anything, subscribe to the channel. That would help me out so much right now. So close to 1,000 subscribers. And you guys will be notified when I upload more stuff involving the regular Yu-Gi-Oh card games, speed duels, all that fun stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys on the next video. You guys have a great day.